Hi, it's Fisher from Sewmate. Welcome to my channel. I'm going to be showing you how to make an A-line skirt block. So I'll be using tape, a straight ruler, a curved ruler, an L-square ruler, some markers. You'll be using a pencil instead, and I'll be using a scissors as well. Most importantly, you need your basic skirt block to do this. I've got a tutorial on this channel on how to make one. I'll put a link in the description below and a link above. Just go follow that, make yourself a basic skirt block, and then come and do this with me, okay? We're going to be starting with making our skirt front. So first, you've got to trace around the block. Lift your block, draw in your dart, square in your hip line, draw in your hemline. Now draw a straight line from the dart tip to the hem of the skirt. Now cut around the skirt. Make sure to leave some space at the end here. Next, we're going to cut along this line here to the dart tip, but not through it, and we're going to take out the dart. Okay, let's do that. Get fresh pattern paper and put it under your pattern. Now get your tape and tape this first part down. Next, we're going to close this dart out at the same time opening up at the bottom, okay? Next, we come to the hemline. We're going to extend this line out by 2.5 centimeters. 2.5 centimeters, put a mark. Draw a straight line to the hip line here. So 2.5 centimeters we added there. Now get your curved ruler and join this hemline nicely with a nice curve, okay? Measure the distance between these 2 points and just write it down. I got 14.5 centimeters. We'll use it later when we are drafting the back. So now we're just gonna cut around the pattern. Now I'm just marking my notches. And we're going to put our skirt on the side, then we start working on the back. Now we're moving on to the back. Just trace around the block as we've done with the front, making sure to mark the darts. Lift your pattern, draw in the dart, square down your hip line, and square down your hemline as well. Now, similar to what we've done with the front, we're going to draw a straight line from the dart tip to the hemline. Now we're going to cut around the pattern like we've done with the front as well. Now cut through this line to the dart tip but not through it, and then cut out the darts. Get a fresh pattern paper and put your pattern on top of it. Now tape this piece to the fresh pattern paper both at the top and bottom like we did with the front. Now I'm going to close this dart at the same time opening the bottom part here. I'm just going to complete this section here with a soft curve so we can be able to measure the amount we opened here. Now get your ruler and measure this distance. I'm getting 11.5 centimeters. Next, get your front skirt. You will notice the differences we have in our openings we had here when we closed our darts. So my front skirt has got 14.5 centimeters opening and the back skirt has got 11.5 centimeters opening, meaning I've got a 3 centimeter difference between the two. So to make sure that the skirts are balanced, I have to add another opening here for that difference we have of 3 centimeters. Okay, so just choose any way you want on your skirt and draw a straight line from the waist to the hem. Now we're going to cut through this line and we're going to open it by 3 centimeters to make up for the difference we have from the front and back skirt. So now we're going to cut through this line to the waistline but not through it, okay? Now tape this middle part down so that it doesn't get to move around when we are doing this. Now measure 3 centimeters and just draw a nice line like that. Align this edge of your skirt to this 3 centimeter line. Tape it down. The last step is now for us to extend the side seam out by 2.5 centimeters like we did with the front, okay? So 2.5 centimeters, put a mark, connect with a straight line, join this point to the hip line here with a straight line and extend it to the bottom here. So 2.5 centimeters. Now with the curved ruler we're going to join these 2 points. And now we're going to cut around the pattern. I'm just going to put the notches for the back pattern. And then I'm going to label this pattern. So this is the A-line skirt block. And I'll put my initial. And onto the front one, just labeling it again. A-line skirt block front, and I'll put my initial as well. I'm not going to put any grain lines on the block because you can either make your skirts on straight grain or on bias, anything works. Okay, now I'm just going to notch around the patterns. So that's it, my front and back A-line skirt blocks are done. So you only need to transfer them onto Optex so you can use them for a long time whilst you're making skirts that are A-line silhouette. Thank you.